Today, we have a group of women who are saying, this is my power, this is my gift. I'm going to be brave, share it with the world, mold it, grow with it and watch it blossom and manifest into my wildest dreams. Diketso, Kitso and Khanyisile are three phenomenal queens walking in their light right here in Shanghai. Goddesses. I will call you by name.
Thank you.
My energy loves being in the company of yours. You are out here in the world, owning your thrones, and doing a thing, doing it amazingly. And it doesn't matter how close you are to the beginning of your journey or how far you have to go. You are doing it.
Yes.
That's all that matters. Thank you so much for being here. Can you please introduce yourselves and tell everybody like who's who and what you're doing?
Okay.
Briefly though, because I don't want you to mess up my question.
All right, well, I'll go. My name is Kitso Rantao. I am from South Africa, and I run the Startup Africa podcast, and currently working on starting Startup Africa Net, which is a network of entrepreneurs, because, you know, we're all in the space where we're starting something, and we should be able to, across the continent, be able to say, okay, I need this skill, I need this, or how do I do this? And I think that that's a good way to connect people.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hi, my name is Diketso and Mgubungu, and I am from South Africa too. And I'm a wellness advocate for doTERRA. I've partnered up with doTERRA because I want to educate people on how to live a life that is about natural solutions. So basically, educating people about their emotional health, their physical health, a range of things. So yeah, I'm excited to, you know, go out and do that.
Yes, honey, you're going to do it amazingly.
Greetings. First name Pumalela, second name Khanyisile, Sigula Stevens. I am the proud owner of RiverRoots.
So what made you get into experimenting with candles and shea butter?
Where do I start? It's a lot. You know, like I said, coming from a family of traditional healers, candles have always been a part of my life. Even just having a candle as part of your decor, the lighting, the atmosphere that it creates, you know, that's what I was going for. But then also understanding the importance of essential oils and how they create the whole environment and the atmosphere. So basically, when I came to China 2015, I was like, let me go into candles, let me see, but they're really expensive to buy. And I've always been somebody who liked to do my own things, like hands-on. And so I went into experimenting. It started off not so good. But I got somewhere. Here we are. The designs, with these candles, the designs are what caught my eye, because it's just like the packaging sells for itself. The packaging sells for itself. And then I can go in and introduce like the essential oils and why you should buy these candles and you know what it's about. But basically each container has a different smell to it. So each kind of design as well has a different scent to it. We've got the sandalwood, which is a very like earthy kind of smell. Can I pass around?
Sure.
Which is a very earthy smell, and even with the packaging itself, it's brown. It's very grounding. You know, it's just got that thing to it.
You guys, I wish I could make you guys smell this to the camera. It smells amazing.
And then we've also got lavender. I think everybody's familiar with lavender.
Yes.
It's a very cool and
very calming.
Yes, very good for relaxation.
Yes.
And we've got jasmine, which kind of smells like the jasmine tea as well. Also very calming, relaxation, very floral smell too. The candles are soy, which
It smells juicy.
Oh
my gosh.
No, but what I love about these candles too is because the wax is soy, and so if it spills on you, it's like a lotion in itself.
Oh my God. So you want to experiment and like melt it on your skin.
And then we've got a rose, which is also a very floral scent.
She's like, sold. That's my order.
The container containers, I love them.
Great.
These are reusable. I love recycling materials. You know, as women, you can use this as your jewelry holder, earrings, you know, anything.
Yes. Very flexible. This is amazing. This is amazing. Is the shea butter and the cacao butter your base?
These are my base oils, yes. And then with the 3 base oils is cacao butter, it's the shea butter, and then sweet almond oil as well. Yes, these are the bases. And it's all organic. And the thing about this, let me say, being a Reiki healer, you learn certain symbolisms of the universe. So basically, as a healer, I can open up certain portals within the universe. And the meditation that I put into my work is so essential, even though people might not recognize it. But I know. Because, you know, even as women and men, to look good on the outside plays as much an important role as being good on the inside. You know? So if you look good and you feel yourself on the outside, you say, "Oh, I look good," and then you're gonna feel good, you know.
Exactly.
And so that's how RiverRoots wants to give back to the community, you know. Because if you feel good about yourself, you know you want to give that on to other people. It's a ripple effect.
So you come from a family of healers, right? Did you becoming a healer? It's obviously innate, but did you pursue it intentionally? That I actually want to understand my healing ability and how to use it.
It was intentional, but it was also just like a very natural flow. I think also coming to Shanghai with people who are coming from different walks of life. No, but I'm not demonic because we do live in a balance.
There are things. We love. We're loving now. There are things.
There are things that normal people do not recognize. You know, everyday people don't see. But there are things as people who are aware and know of these things, we feel them. It's, you know, it's a feeling. But also just finding out about Reiki and what Reiki is about and what I can do with Reiki. And I was like, yes, this is for me. This is what I want to do. You know, this is what I kind of want to go into. Yoga, meditation, all of it. It's very holistic. It's very natural. It's very organic for who we are. You know?
Make me understand something with Reiki, about Reiki. When somebody comes to you with whatever they're coming to you with, can you really, when they step into your space, can you really feel where the healing point can potentially be? Like, do you pick up what's going on?
I'm not at that stage yet, so I've just finished level 2.
Okay. How many levels are there?
There's 3, 4 levels to get to like master Reiki.
Okay.
So basically, with it, like it also grounds down to calling upon my ancestors. You know, we have got a very good communication with my ancestors. And when somebody comes, it's about meditating and just kind of feeling their energy also. I do for me, because I'm still also very novice and I'm very new to it. I do it with the close people around me, even for self-healing, if I know. And I place my hands on you, and it's just, like I said, with the energy portals that I open and my symbolism, it really helps. So I can't really feel, but if you guide me, because I'm still learning, so it's like a new process.
It's amazing. Thank you so much. We are here for RiverRoots, all of us, and people outside of the space. We are here for it. Keep serving us your goodness. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kitso, you mentioned before that you're very passionate about communications and about rewriting the narrative about Africa. That stuck with me. Can you please unpack that for us and its connection to Startup Africa?
Okay. So when I first moved to Shanghai, a lot of the time, this was my first time living and working in another country.
Yes.
You know, when you travel before, it's just you as a tourist. But when you move to a place, I just realized the dominant question before anything else, besides, like, the only thing people were interested in is where are you from?
Yes.
You know, and I guess I realized later on that question was not about, like, they actually want to know where you're from. It was to confirm something in their heads. And if you look at the narratives that exist within media, within society, when I say I am South African, I don't have control over the narrative that you have in your head about what is South African and what is African. And sometimes, most of the time, in fact, you know, people don't even place you as South African or Ghanaian or Nigerian. They literally just place you as African.
Yes.
You know, and there are over 2,000 languages on the African continent. There are 55 countries. You know, within those countries, there are so many traditions. So for me, it was a matter of, you know what, there's a narrative that we are walking into when we leave, you know, our countries. And you don't have control over that narrative. And I feel that it's been written for us, it's been written by historians. And there's a saying that history is written by the victors. So it was really about making this narrative that we are rewriting about Africa accessible to people. So for me, it was podcasts. I can speak to people. When you meet me and I'm the first South African that you meet, I'm the first African that you meet, then we have created a story together, and I have told you a bit more about my narrative other than what you've heard on media. So for me, it was a matter of connecting with people, and then I've always been passionate about entrepreneurship. I've always done entrepreneurship programs. So previously in South Africa, I was working as a project coordinator for youth development initiatives within entrepreneurship. So I was basically running programs on entrepreneurship. And so for me, it was natural to be like, okay, I am curious about the entrepreneurial scene here and what we could take from here and take back to the continent. And there are existing entrepreneurs all over the continent, not just in South Africa, in Rwanda, in Ghana, in Nigeria. So many incredible, innovative solutions that are just not getting enough attention because it's Africa. All they know is poverty and disease. So so this was really just my way of also bringing and contributing to the narrative and specifically empowering entrepreneurs.
I love what you're doing, because I think as African children, now that we're much older, we're realizing that we have to create solidarity because it's very vital for economic, political, and social progress. And Africa was once a country, guys. An entire country, and we'll never get to experience that, unfortunately. But what we can do is figure out ways of strengthening our relations, create aggressive systems and structures that are going to uplift us. You know, and I feel like Startup Africa is a great way of doing that. I'm very ashamed about this. Only in my late 20s did I become, interested in understanding these different and vibrant African countries, the languages, the people, their traditional outfits. But the thing is, what you're exposed to does shape your interests. In school and history, guys, the scramble for Africa, all I learned was which colonizers, which European...
Which colonizer? Which one?
Which European countries
colonized
which territories in Africa. But the depth of and the effects, nothing. And that's an African history was very touched on. It was like a sprint, actually. All I knew was Idi Amin, Kwame Nkrumah. What about the others? Haile Selassie. I don't.
And that, this is actually now when you mention this, like from the age of 15, when I was in high school, I loved history. I loved history. French Revolution we did to death. European history we did to death. Russian Revolution, you name it. But when it came to African history, I kid you not, in our textbook there was a paragraph on Kwame Nkrumah. And that was it. And Ghana was the first country to be independent. They don't tell you that Ethiopia was never colonized. They don't tell you that all these other countries, and they don't tell you about the Mau Mau Revolution. They don't tell you about the Biafran War. So from the age of 15, I have been intentional about reading African authors in order to learn African history. So over the past, many years. I won't say how many. Over the past 2 years. So over the past however many years.
The fact that I've been saying Kwame Nkrumah, do you know what I mean? Like even the correct pronunciation. I never got the chance to. You know what I mean? To understand, to get the richness. It's crazy.
So that was something that was so intentional for me going and working with the content. Even when I was in Shanghai, I was like, okay, before I was doing another podcast which was more lifestyle and expat, like life as an expat in Shanghai, and I felt like if there wasn't enough connecting me to the continent, and I felt like I needed to do more, advocative work about, the continent and not just people who are on the continent, but people who have left the continent who are in China. And I met so many entrepreneurs from everywhere. I met people from Equatorial Guinea, from Senegal, from so many different places. And that's been so great because in South Africa we have this barrier almost when it comes to other people from other African countries. And it's a bit of a, it's also an opportunity to be like, you know what, South Africa, this may be happening in South Africa, but not all South Africans are of the same wavelength, So as you're connecting with other entrepreneurs and as you're learning from them, because a lot of the people who are here, who are entrepreneurs, are, for example, from Nigeria, because they came and they were traders and then they've gone into different types of business. So how would you know this information if you just close yourself off to like, I'm from South Africa and I only stay within this community? And I think that our joint narrative is very powerful. Is a very powerful narrative that we can take to the rest of the world and communicate to the rest of the world.
I know Diketso as an actress and a cabaret singer, and now you're running your own essential oil, business, focusing on health, on health, on natural health and wellness solutions.
Yes.
What made you decide to get into this?
So for me, I've always been into essential oils,
Okay.
as a teenager, basically. Mostly because I've always been obsessed with things that are to do with the skin, flawless skin, healthy skin, hydrated skin, all of those. So essential oils are
And your skin
known
looks great,
for...
sorry.
Amazing.
Brown skin gal.
Essential oils are known for, helping with skin conditions and all of that. But I think what got me into doTERRA specifically last year, we all live in China. There's a lot of toxins and, you tend to get more sick, yeah. And I remember I got sick, I had to take a day off work, that's money. Go to the doctor, they gave me some pills. Yeah, they worked temporarily. Then I got sick 2 weeks later. Then I had to go to the doctor, take time off work, all of that. It's costly.
Yes.
It's costly. So I was very frustrated and I was like, this is not the solution, clearly, because I get sick, get help, then get sick again. So a friend of mine introduced me to doTERRA essential oils, Dominique. She said that, try this, these are great, these are good, they're for overall wellness. And I was like, okay. And when she gave me the bottle, I was like, girl, I need to... No, I didn't believe in them. I wouldn't even lie. I did not believe in them. I didn't believe that an oil or essential oils could help me in terms of internally, overall wellness. And then I tried it. And I have not been to the doctor for like common colds or anything like that since I started doTERRA, since I started using essential oils and incorporating them into my like overall wellness. And the thing about these oils is that it's nothing new. It's not anything new. It's not something that's like, oh, it's the common like, because right now I think that they are like a fad, as if like,
they're trending.
They're trending as if it's this new. No, our ancestors, like Kay's also we've been using plants and herbs to heal ourselves, and that's exactly what's in this. It's purely plants. That's what it is. There's nothing else in here but plants to help you, heal yourself. That's all it is, and it's natural. The difference between essential oils and modern day, drugs is that modern day drugs, they have other things as well. They have synthetics. They have things that shouldn't be in a human body. Like this, in all essential oils, doTERRA essential oils, when you take it, 90 minutes it leaves your body. And then people are like, oh, why? 90 minutes, what's the point? No, why? Something that is natural should leave your body fast. That's how it works. If you take medicine and they say, oh, you can't do this for the next 3 hours, you need to ask yourself why. What is in there that says that I can't do that? And also the difference between essential oils and modern day drugs is that these essential oils, they reach your body at a cellular level. They, like frankincense is, the oil that the wise men gave to Jesus.
It's the king oil.
The king of oils. What it does when it enters your body, it repairs any broken cells. It's so good for regenerating cells and making your body feel good and healing your body, you know. So all of these oils, like it's just like I want to say like an FU to seriously. It really is. It's like an FU to all these, you know, pharmaceutical companies who have a lot of money and a lot of influence, and they're being paid to basically to a certain extent poison in a sense, to make you sick or keep you sick, or you have to pay
dependent
on them. So it's part of the freedom. It's part of the freedom of I want to take back. You know, I want to take back my freedom of when I get sick, I can heal myself. I don't need you. And also, just we are all working women. Taking time off work in this day and age, you pay for it. You pay for the medicine that you have to buy in order to, you know, heal you. Secondly, you pay because you're sick. Why am I being punished because something natural? I'm living in China, there's a lot of toxins. I'm bound to get sick. Why am I paying that I got sick? You know, and that's part of why I entered the business side of it. The business side of it for me is not the most, but it is attractive to me. Why? Because there's also that freedom, that financial freedom. You know, a lot of people in this business, the essential oils business, particularly doTERRA, are women. And that's what's also like something that I was just like, honestly, it's these women that decided that they don't want to work a 9 to 5. It's these women that decided that they don't want to have to leave their kids with someone because you know, they have to go to work. It's these women that wanted to empower themselves, empower their families, and that's what's also attracted me to it, because part of this business is when you enter into it, you get a huge amount of support from women. And women who want everyone else to be empowered and who want to be healthy, you know. And part of what Kitso was saying is that, we're always looking for funding. Funding. You don't need funding with this business. The thing is, you just need to believe in it, and start. You know, and start. That's what it is. Just start. Just start and getting it. And basically, it's such a natural thing to do when you get these oils, to share them. You know, when you have a headache, I will take out my peppermint. If you have a stomach, it's very natural to share. So why not?
doTERRA, do something.
There's an oil for that. Listen, there is an
What are you suffering from? There's an oil for that. There's an oil.
Tell me what you want.
There's an oil for that.
I got you.
You babe. There's an oil for that.
No, there is though. It's an aphrodisiac. Okay. It opens up certain things.
doTERRA's doing the most.
Doing all of it.
But overall, like the main focus is like immune support, skincare. It's emotional support, because a lot of people don't they aren't aware that like what you smell affects your mood.
And where does it go?
Straight to your brain. Straight to your brain.
And that's why the diffuser is so highly recommended.
Absolutely.
You drop some oils in the diffuser so it goes straight to your brain and does the things real quick. You know, ladies, what I find very interesting is that you're all business women, but you're also artists. Actress, a poet. You're both are poets. And what I'm realizing is that you can be a businesswoman and an artist. It doesn't mean that you have to box yourself in one professional creative identity. Whatever it is that you love doing, be known for that. You
Monetize your creativity.
Exactly, it's beautiful. And also there's a common thread that links your businesses. It's people-centered.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
You guys are asking yourselves, I mean, there's a pull towards empowering humanity through healing in the community, through community development, through health and wellness in the community. How amazing is that? Okay, so this is like a little fun thing. It's mixed questions.
Okay.
So you don't take too much time to answer this. Whatever the first answer is, you go for it.
Okay.
All right?
Alright.
Just live your truth. Live your truth, okay?
Uncensored.
Never argue because some. Okay, so you take a question and don't put it back, right? And then give it to Diketso, give the box to Diketso.
So do I answer immediately?
Yes.
Okay.
You read and then you answer.
Wow.
Took the first one. You like your men how you like your
Da-da-da-dum.
coffee?
That's exactly what I was
Just
thinking.
pass on the box. Pass along the box. Yes.
My heart.
My heart.
What clothing item would make you walk out on a date if someone wore?
Hey.
You Crocs.
I am big on shoes as well.
Literally.
I'm big on shoes. Oh Lord.
Give it back to Kitso. Yeah.
Someone farted in a small combined space.
What do you do, honey? What do you do?
I give you eye. I give you eye. I look at you like I know.
I know what you
did. I know. We know what you did.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
This is my next one.
Yes.
This
So
is
that's
here.
two. Yeah. Separate them. Don't expose me like I didn't type it. I hand wrote this thing.
How could carousels be spiced up so they are more exciting?
Carousels. Those machines.
But what, in terms of
Answer
sushi ones or
answer the ask. Answer the question. Answer the ask, please.
put money on them.
Okay.
Everyone's a lot.
Pagi manusia one
Okay. If you could commit a crime and get away with it, what would you choose and why? I would rob a bank.
You get all the nice questions. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, yes.
Wow.
If you were a vegetable, what vegetable would you be and why?
Tell us, honey.
If I were a vegetable, I'm thinking avocado.
Ooh, delicious.
All those good fatty acids. Good fat
Velvety and
Come on,
smooth.
yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, one more each.
Okay. Look at the next question now. Why do dogs like the smell of other dogs' butts? Maybe because they like to kiss ass?
Oh!
But in a good way.
I like that.
Dance up close with someone smelly or smell everyone in the room. Hey, smell everyone in the room.
What's something that was once important but now has become less and less important? What's something that was once important but now has become less and less important? Other people's opinions?
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Ain't no time for that.
Thank you so much for indulging me in the stupidity. We couldn't go all the way. But ladies, this has been such an amazing interview. I am inspired by you. I believe in every single one of you. And I just want to see you fly. That's it. I just want to see you fly. Thank you. This has been so much fun. I could sit here and just keep sipping. Can I have my coffee, please? I'm presenting my title.
Pass the coffee,
please.
Pass the
And see. This is how you sip coffee and overcoffee.
Come on.
That's some sexy coffee, girl.
Have you seen the presentation? I look like, hey. I hope you sampled some inspiration or courage from these amazing ladies. They are an entire powerhouse. And if you know anybody who speaks of something they want to start, encourage them. Connect them with, whomever you may know. And let's just build and support each other. This is OverCoffee. Be kind, be light.